Hey guys, Kelsey here. It's a lovely Saturday morning and I just ate some Oreos, so I figure, hey, it's perfect time for me to do something that requires close-up shots of my mouth. If you missed the last video, it was all about how to do winged eyeliner if you really suck at eyeliner, and I know that I do. And this week I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about how you can pull off red lipstick without channeling Bozo the Clown. I do wear red lipstick often, and I definitely think that it's something that everybody can wear. First, I'm gonna talk to you about a couple things that I do to prep my lips if I know that I'm gonna be wearing red. The first is to get a lip balm that you love to use. I really do like the EOS lip balms. They work really well for me, and they smell really nice, and they're in a fun shape that you can roll around on the floor with your cats. Another thing you've got to do if you're gonna wear red lipstick is make sure that your lips are not all crusty crust. So, and this is one of those things that I've never even seen a high-end version of, and it is so cool. It's called a Lip Exfoliator, and basically it's just, it looks kind of gross now because this is one that I used. This guy is awesome. It's basically just grit in a tube. So you basically just use this guy to scrub off any crusty crust you have, and it definitely gives you sort of like a nice, clean, clear palette to start working on if you're going to wear a red lipstick. If you are just starting out in the red lip experiment, I have another two really cheap products that are a great place to start. They're both also by e.l.f. e.l.f. has this lip balm. This thing is very sheer. It's just a light kiss color, but it's definitely in the red family, and it's a great place to start if you're not so confident with a bright red lip. Another really kind of great e.l.f. steal are the lip balm tints. They're in little pots like this. This shade is berry, and it's pretty pigmented, so you can just use this, and I mean, you can sheer it out, but you can tell that it packs a punch. But this is something that you can just kind of throw on. You don't have to be precise. But again, it still gives you a significantly present lip color. Sort of one step above that, I think, in sort of color payoff are two of my favorite of the Revlon Kissable Balm Stains. I've talked about these before in some favorites videos. They've got two shades that I think work really well if you're a little bit intimidated by red. The one called Romantic is much more of a tomato red. It's sort of springy and summery, but because these are a balm stain formula, they're not as intense. But they definitely last, and there's definitely plenty of color. I think that everybody can pull this one off and not look too clowny. But you can tell that this is a much brighter red, but because of the formula, it's a lot less intimidating than I think some of the more opaque lip colors. As I'm scrubbing this stuff off my lips, that's another really good benefit to using a lip balm before you get started. The lip balm almost acts as something in between that kind of helps you sort of start over if you mess up your red lips. So I definitely do recommend that you keep the lip balm nearby and that you touch it up if you're going to continue trying new colors. Okay, the next one of the Revlon stains that I was talking about is called Adore, and this one is a much deeper red, but again, these are both very wearable shades. They're not like fire engine red, and I think that one of the things that makes red lips hard to pull off for some people, I think one of the things that makes red lips intimidating for some people is they find the wrong colors. In a minute, I'm gonna show you some much more intense red lips. There's no reason to start there if you're not comfortable there. There are lots of really sort of sheer and wearable and easy to apply and easy to touch up red lipstick options. You don't have to start with lip tar. And the reason that I love this color is because it's almost more like a brick red, and it's not very blue based red, but it's just a little has a little more brown in it and not as much punch. But this is one that I think is going to be really flattering for lots of different skin tones. This again is the color Adore. You can see that there is some staining with those Revlon balm stains, which is what they're supposed to do. But yes, there is some staining. You can see that I've already wiped off as much of it as I can. But we're kind of stepping into the real deal now. Okay, so as I said before, I'm going to show you some sort of more intense red lip looks now. This is a color by Boots number 7. It's in Cherry, and this bad boy is no joke. I think that, again, something that really helps if you're beginning with makeup, I know that I am not an expert. One of the things that really helps when I'm building up a red lip is that I don't try to just like smear it on. I do a lot of blotting with my lipstick tubes. As you can see, it has kind of a satin finish, but I really just kind of blot it on the lips. I don't try to rub it on the lips. And I think that the blotting technique helps it really not streak and not run outside the lips. Okay, another variation of that same sort of really deep red, intense red lip is this Buxom pencil. If you're not familiar with these Buxom lip crayons, I really like them a lot. This is a shade called Shanghai. Especially when I get over into the corners, I want to make really sure that I'm not using heavy lines. I want to make sure that I'm doing a really light hand, especially when my lip is sort of tapering off to the edge. Okay, so this is that shade Shanghai, and you can see that it's a lot more of a berry shade, but it is definitely inside my lips. It's not ringing my lips, and I don't have a big stripe from trying to use some kind of red lip liner. I'm not exactly sure why the lip liner thing got associated with red lipstick, because for me, that's definitely not the right answer. I have one other shade that is called Ruby, and it's a Revlon lipstick, the ones in the black quilted packaging. And this is another really just bam. That's a bam red. That's a big red. I think that the bigger the red, the lighter the hand. If you're going to do a really intense, powerful red lip, then you need to make sure that you're not drawing on yourself like with the Crayola marker. Okay, so here's that Ruby shade from Revlon. And again, it's such an intense shade that I'm going to dab it on. So once I have my lips filled with the color, then if I want to go back into the center and sort of intensify, I can, but I would not ever sort of draw on red lipstick like this. I just would not do it. So here are the morals of the story, right? If you use something that is matte or even something like this and you dab it on, it will give you a much lighter coverage. It'll allow you to build up the color a little more gradually and you won't have clown face. Then if you want something that has a lot more shine, you can always top it with a gloss that's either red or that's neutral and shiny, whatever you like. I think that the biggest tips though for red lips are going to be making sure you have exfoliated lips, making sure you have plenty of lip balm, and making sure that you stay inside the lips and don't try to line on the edge of your mouth. Keeping it inside the part of your lip that's already colored, I think, is going to be a really big help. Thank you guys so much for watching this next If You Suck at Makeup tutorial. I hope that it was helpful for you. I hope that you saw some new products that you'd like to try, and I hope that it gives you confidence to wear red lipstick. I think that wearing red lipstick is definitely a confidence booster. I think it's definitely something that can make me feel better when I'm feeling crappy. It's a really good way of faking it till you make it, which is a motto that I do think has a lot of traction in my life. If you have a request for a makeup tutorial from somebody who sucks at doing makeup, then please be sure to leave it in the comments below. I don't know how you feel about this new endeavor on my channel, but I really think that I like doing an occasional makeup video. Maybe I'll leave my, writery based stuff on Fridays, and maybe every Saturday that I feel like it, I'll record a little If You Suck at Makeup tutorial. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below. I'm everywhere online at KelsNotChels. You can follow me all those places, and if you have a request for something, make sure and leave it. I would love to know what you would like to see. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.